it's Caroline with Fleet Feet, and today we are going to be reviewing the On Cloudflow 4, specifically whether or not it's worthy of its name. Can the shoe's lightweight cushioning and responsive ride help you find your flow state? Let's dive in. The On Cloudflow 4 weighs in at 7 ounces for the women's model and 8.2 ounces for the men's. And just for reference, this is one of the lightest trainers that we've tested all year. The shoe has a stack height of 31 millimeters under the heel and 23 millimeters under the forefoot, giving it an 8 millimeter heel to toe drop. The shoe is categorized as a neutral shoe, and it's best for running on the road. Now let's dive into the updates to the On Cloudflow 4. But before we begin, I want to be clear that On prefers us to think of this as a fundamentally new shoe, rather than just simply an update to the previous version of the On Cloudflow, which is fair, given the updates that we're about to walk through. The On Cloudflow 4 has an additional 8 millimeters of Helion Superfoam under the heel, which definitely adds a softer ride. Additionally, these pods underfoot have been reconfigured as well, which is what On likes to call their CloudTech cushioning, and they feel a lot smoother than in previous versions of the Cloudflow. Reviewer Kate says, while in the previous version of the On Cloudflow, I could distinctly feel the pods underfoot, the pods are less noticeable in the latest version. The Cloudflow 4 also feels really energetic. While the Helion foam isn't super thick or bouncy, the shape of the shoe provides a rolling sensation. I feel like I really got in a good flow when I was running in this shoe. The rolling sensation that Kate mentioned brings us to our next update. So the On Cloudflow 4 features a speed board, which almost all On shoes feature. And this speed board is a plastic plate that's sandwiched in between layers of the midsole foam, and it's designed to use your body's momentum to roll you forward. Now, the speed board in the On Cloudflow 4 is actually spoon-shaped, and it was modeled after On's best-selling racing shoe, the On Cloudboom Echo 3. And this just gives it more of a peppy, snappy, responsive feeling that makes the shoe really great for speed work and tempo runs. Reviewer Mandy says, every time I lace up these shoes, I just feel fast. I was able to hit my target pace during a half-mile repeat workout. I'll definitely be reaching for the Cloudflow 4 as a speed work and race day shoe. To top it all off, the upper in the On Cloudflow 4 is made with 100% recycled polyester. Reviewers found that it fit true to size, not to mention looking pretty awesome too. While the On Cloudflow 4 is softer and more cushioned, it actually managed not to add any weight. The men's version is actually 0.2 ounces lighter than the previous version. So this is a really, really lightweight option if you're looking for that daily trainer or, like I mentioned, a shoe for speed work and tempo runs. So even though the On Cloudflow 4 has undergone a major transformation, we still think it can be enjoyed by runners who enjoyed the previous version of this model. As a bonus, it can also be enjoyed by runners who felt that the On Cloudflow 3.0 maybe was a little bit too firm or they didn't have enough cushioning underfoot as they may have liked. The On Cloudflow 4 is super versatile, so it can also be enjoyed for cross-training or gym workouts. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to check out the On Cloudflow 4 in-store at your local Fleet Feet or online at fleetfeet.com. And if you want to learn more about On running shoes, check out our video review of the On Cloud Monster. The On Cloudflow weight... okay, there's a car. The shoe has a heel stack height of 31 millimeter. I don't know why this is so hard. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay, one more time.